Hi guys, thank you for joining me today. Today we are checking out Chrono Odyssey. Chrono Odyssey is apparently the next generation of action MMORPGs. Now, I thought it was a Souls-like, but calling yourself an MMORPG kind of blurs the line. So I'm interested to see what they've got to offer today. Game features include awe-inspiring visuals powered by the Unreal Engine 5. Now, my system struggled with most early access Unreal 5, so we'll see how we pan out today. I've got it set to ultra settings with a few things turned off, like motion blur and some of the anti-aliasing things I dislike with like the LSS and stuff. I've gone in and adjusted those prior to today's stream. So other than that, the game should be running at full native resolution with all of the textures and everything looking gravy train. So apparently it's got a seamless open world, which again I didn't expect. Dynamic base, action-based combat mechanics based on time manipulation and extensive customization. I mean, this could be a matter of talking up what you don't have. So we're going to see, because from screenshots and trailers and IGN promo spots, didn't get excited for this one, so I would be greatly appreciative of being proven wrong right now. So I've been looking forward to the release, but I haven't necessarily been after grabbing a copy. So I want to thank the guys over at Chrono Odyssey for inviting us to do the playtest today, and it is a one-off playtest, so hopefully we are hitting the right time to jump in. It's an MMO, online PvP, online co-op with family sharing and controller support across the board. Not much else to talk about, as the game hasn't officially released yet. It's a 32 gig RAM with an i7, so quite a tall order to run this nice. Probably a 4070, I would imagine. Oh, right. Let's jump in. Dun, dun, dun. Controller support is straight away, which is sick. So I want to thank all you guys for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the show, and if you are watching this on YouTube on a rerun, hit the like and subscribe if you fancy it. Leave me a comment and let me know if there's any other games like this coming out you're looking forward to, or any other games you'd like to see covered on the channel. That being said, let's jump into Chrono Odyssey, which is one of the safest titles. Oh no, hang on, please don't be off. Again, the UK has funny times with these things. Let me just double check. Quick. No, we're good. We are good. It's my antivirus. I need to turn my antivirus off for this game. So I'm going to allow it through. And we're going to hit play. Oh, I got scared then. Dun dun. What a time for the tune to get epic. Sentinels. So it seems we can have up to 6 players at any one time, which is good. I'm going to go with slot 2, never slot 1, from the old Final Fantasy. Well, it's actually PS1 memory card days. That is a trait of mine. Okay, so I already get the visuals. The visuals are along the line of Vindictus. If you've ever played Vindictus, it's going to be like a very pretty version of that. Okay, we've got a big burly guy, obviously a tank. I mean, this doesn't tell me much here. Like, what are they using? Do we get to pick any class? As in, do we get to be like a necromancer across the board? Or is this just visual, you know? I don't know if... Let's have a look. He seems quite good. Yeah, I like this guy. So he's got the great sword, he's got a sword and a shield, and he's got dual blades. Now, if I pick him, the gameplay will be pretty basic, because he's just the basic sword and shield class. We've got the ranger, of course, which is your usually OP damaging archer types. You've got assassin. She's got a saber. She's got wrist blade. Okay, that could be the one. She's got a musket, bros. That seems like my play style right there. And might as well go through them all as we're here. We've got the sorcerer, which is like a, I guess it's a good necromancer. So it's like a white mage. And then we've got the tank. Let's check out him. Kind of looks like an older version of me if I worked out and buffed it some beef. So he's got chain blades, twin axes, and an axe. There's 3 classes I would play here, which is very surprising. Normally, I can see the one I'm going to be, and I'm usually right, and I enjoy that class. This one, I would play as him. I would 100% play as the woman with the dual blades, and I would also play as the knight just for some traditional gameplay. Now we've got this little sad sap sitting here. I mean, I wouldn't play with him if someone paid me. So he's got a lance, a halberd, and a mace, and he looks like a 12-year-old girl. So I am not going to rock with him. I'm thinking we go to big burly bloke, but I also really like the idea of this. Like this assassin, like really is tickling my wickle right now. I'm feeling it. I'm going to go with the assassin. I'm going to jump in with the assassin because I've only got 2.5 hours to demo this game today, so I want to pick the right class. Oh, hang on. This ain't active. Oh, we can't do her. Okay, so we're going to have to go big bloke. Yeah, she's not active until the full release. Oh, now I'm gutted. Shanuz on steroids. That's it. I don't even need the roids, baby. I don't even need the roids. I just got sheer bollocks. Do you know what I mean? I'll be this big. Give me 6 months. We just do it. We don't talk about it. We get it done, son. Oh, that's a strong one. Right, we're having a... Hang on. What was the point in picking a class? Now I'm a 12-year-old girl. Oh, I'm not happy with that. I like that character design we had. None of these are likable. They're all half my age and twice as unattractive. Bro. They all suck. They all suck, the big one. These are presets, of course. I mean, I'm going with him just because he looks like a Nordic Viking, right? And we've got body type. So medium, skin. Look at that. Give the man a sandwich. Okay, I'm going to go with medium, of course. I want to feel a little bit more powerful than I do in real life. We've got skin colour. We've got wrinkles. I'm quite happy with the base build. I just want to change his hair. Do we have hair? Jawline, bloody blah. Again, none of this for me. I don't know if you guys agree, but I very rarely actually use like cheekbones, jawline, width of your mouth, like and size of your ears. These are sort of customizations I don't really need in a video game. Upper body. Oh, you can make your shoulders and stuff different sizes. I'm not bothered about any of that either. Decorations. Where's the hair? Just give me hair. Face scars, body scars. So this is a good section. I like this. You've got facial hair color and stuff that you can mess with. You can change the type of the beard as well. Let's see if we can try and get something that's resembling mine. I guess that's as close as we're getting, unless we go with... If they had 2, you could put a mustache with it, and then you pretty much have it. And that's about as close as I'm getting. It's not really as long as I'd like. I'll probably go with stubble, actually. Yeah, that's the one there, isn't it? That's the winner. Match hair colour. Yeah, let's do that. And then we'll go with... Again, they don't blend the colours very well. It's either really, really black, really blonde, or really grey. I'm going to go with grey, just because. We've got density. Is that how much hair we've actually got on our face? Yeah, it's proud density, but that looks really good. I'm not going to lie, that beard looks really, really well done. It's even got like patchy sections, yes. As far as beard goes and hair, they got it nailed, bros. This is good. Okay, what else we got? So makeup, no thank. Ah, here we go. Hairstyles. That's what I'm talking. So he's actually rocking a female. There's a lot of female influence in this game. Like, they want me to pick a hairstyle, but most of them are for women. What the fuck is that? In what world? Maybe in the late 70s. Jeez. Yeah, he looks like that geezer from Neo. Do you remember Neo? What a game that was. Yeah, I just want a crop top. Where's the crop top? Not the ball top. Not the go spiky mohawk, innit? I'm going to have to. I mean, they don't even have my... There's no male haircuts here. Next to being an egghead or balding, there is no male dominating haircuts here. Like, look, Paul Phoenix from Tekken. That's the most it's the most imagination they could have come up with next to women's hair. Is this game designed just for simps? Is it just a simp game? There's no male and female slider here either, so you can't even like flip the script and see some male haircuts. Okay, I'm going with that. Just because it's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen, and you don't have anything that resembles my character at all. There you go. We're going to paint it bright purple as well. And when I say character, I mean me. When we play games, blokes tend to want a buff version of themselves. You want a better looking, better buffed up version of yourself. Otherwise, why would you play a video game? Head size. Yes. Okay, now we're talking. It's a mini-me. Okay, I'm just going to mess with it now because obviously... What in the world? Okay, there we go. What's a deltaroid? Oh, it's where your top arms are. Okay, sweet. I mean, I could be here all day doing this. I don't want to. Where's me legs? Let's make him have really short legs. Pelvis, feet, calves, thighs. There's no leg length. Upper body. There's no lower body. So you can't actually make his legs any longer or shorter. Hang on. That's as short as he'll go. He won't go any shorter. Look at his little pins. He's got the tiniest little legs. Yes, he's like a chicken. Big tough on top. He skipped leg day a lot. Okay, that's what we're going to go with because, you know, they don't have anything that really appeals to me, unfortunately. And here's the equipment that we can get in the game. Meh, it's alright, I suppose. Okay, complete. Got to give it a name. And I say it because it is an abomination on what I would usually want to play as. Okay, go. Happy days. He's a berserker. No, he ain't. Start. I mean, customization is fun, but it doesn't represent anything of use to anyone like myself. If you want to play as a cool, badass bloke, then you're probably out of luck unless you're going to be able to play as the default characters we saw sitting at the table. And again, it begs the question, why even bother having those defaults sitting at the table if you can't play as them in the first place? Okay, we're going to have a bunch of popping happening here. So Unreal 5 this is, running at ultra settings.
At last, we'll soon be rid of this mess.
A relic that reverts time.
Where's the bike in here? That's
this
it.
Far chasing mere myth.
Dale's fucking hell. As if there was another choice.
Where was he? What kind of player is this man?
Left to lose.
Unapologetic and gruff and Viking-like.
We move to secure the relic. Ready yourselves. Balder, join me at the front.
So it seemed like all 5 that were sitting at the table, there is a variant of them around. The funny thing with this is, it's actually really likeable. And the voiceovers, remember this game is Japanese, I believe. So they've actually voiceovered pretty well so far, the characters. Okay, we're into gameplay.
We must hold the line.
Right, what me buttons? Move basic attack is X and we can lock on. Okay, let's go. Oh, it's loud, isn't it? Right, just hacking and slashing, hitting the X. Getting Dynasty Warriors vibes right now. Okay, pause doesn't pause. select brings up a top menu but doesn't pause the game either.
The ruins are beyond the forest. We must save the captain and securing the relic.
All the little muddled the sounds, aren't they? Seems like one big noise. Get rid of these guys and we'll adjust the sounds, I think. Because otherwise I'm going to end up with a headache in about 10 minutes. Head to the ruins. Okay, so where's the ruins? And why is everyone frozen in time? Okay, so I know it's a playtest, but on first impressions, I don't know which YouTubers you've been watching, but they be talking some shit. Like, they lie. Look at this. All of these enemy types have just frozen in space. The game just literally gave up and went, just go over there. Just go to the ruins. No cutscene, you know. Jeez. Okay, let me adjust the sounds. Bum, 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 bum. Sound effects, here we go. If I just adjust, oh wow, it moves all the sliders. That is mental. Why would you do that? Oh, gross. Okay, let's try and get it to somewhere decent. The voice needs to be up. The sound effects slightly lower. User interface around that area. Monsters can go there. Objects. There. Yeah, I think all of these will be loud, so let me just drop them exactly the same but a little bit back a bit, just so I don't deafen y'all. There you go. I'm going to give that a go and see what happens. Apply. Right, cool. Now what I will say, although the game obviously has some, you know, comical jank right now, it is just a playtest, and I won't be judging it on a final score. I'll be judging it just on the playthrough that we're doing. Visually, it works. The frame rate is absolutely gorgeous. For what it looks like, for the amount of frame rate I'm getting, I've got it locked to 120 at 1080p, rocking ultra settings. And yeah, it just is really working well. Like, a lot of games don't get this bit right, and this game's got it solid. So if there's a little bit of funkiness going on with, you know, this, I'm going to allow it. On release, we might have to say something, or, you know. Right, okay. Where? Ah, there's the gate, so it must be in this way. Okay, nice. I'm guessing it means this way. I mean, there is no waypoint. We've just got a blue dot. Oh, we got a mount. Yes, okay, that was sick. Let me see that again. Put the mount away. Hang on, what is it doing? I didn't ask it to run anywhere. Auto run. Well, auto run doesn't work. Look at the jank in this. I can't see, it's too dark. The horse just keeps going up rocks by itself. We're now side surfing rocks. Right, let's try that again. Now we've got a bit of clearing. Let's do auto run. No hands. We're auto running. I think for the playtest, they haven't pre-pathed that horse out. So when they do auto run, there'll be like an imaginary line that they create that you can't see that the horse will follow. They don't seem to have done that yet. So you just have this horse that runs straight and doesn't care about what is there.
Still breathing, eh?
Ah.
To think a little sort like you made it this far.
His voice is cool, the voice acting's done well, but it doesn't match the face, unfortunately, with that guy. I would say he doesn't need to be Irish or Scottish, whatever he is. doesn't need to be an ish. This looks nice. Yes, okay, this is cool. Whoa. That is sick. Right, good stuff. So we're getting a load of flash up pop-ups now. Left button obviously allows us to then use D-pad on that. Right button again allows us to use different... What's that? Different weapons. Yeah, so just hitting left button changes your weapon type. Go with the big axe this time, I think.
To the lodge!
There we go. I want to stop and take in some of the visuals, but I feel like getting through this bit as quick as possible is probably best.
Tenacious, I'll give him that. What must be in the ruins after all?
Hey, the enemy AI is absolutely atrocious. Even the ragdoll's off. Gosh. Oh, buddy. Where's my dodge roll? Where's evade? B to evade. Okay, let me try that. Okay, we've got a little bit of dodge there. More of a hot skip and a jump. Ooh. Damn. Right, I'm going to say two things. Visuals are on point, sound effects are great, voice acting's pretty decent. The ragdoll, absolutely mental. The AI, pretty much non-existent. And overall, there is a lot of polish to put into this game still. Visually, I think they're good. They could release it like this. But the actual groundwork, the base of this game, needs a lot of work. There is a lot of stuff happening in the first 5 minutes of this game that I just was not expecting, even on a playtest. Even on a playtest, I feel like a game of this caliber, with this amount of social media presence, should be popping. Should be a lot more solid than this. And to call it an RPG MMO, I think is off as well. It is like Souls. It feels like Souls, it plays like Souls. Slightly quicker is arguable. Maybe a bit more like Bloodborne. My guy's doing nothing here, look, he's just standing there.
Do not falter! Strike true!
Who the hell said that? We've just got women shouting out for no reason. What's going on here? Alright. Into the room. Just says keep going, right?
One final push! For our fallen comrades!
Okay, dual blades feel quicker but not as tanky. The axe works, of course. Feels very tanky but feels super slow. Give it some. Okay, upstairs. Turning round takes too long. I don't know if there's going to be a button for us just to do a full spin round move, probably on the left stick. I need to find out. Oh, hello, what was that? Something happened now. Do you know what I mean? Like, if I want to turn around now, say there's an enemy behind me, this takes forever, so you can just look behind you. But if you actually want to turn round, you've got, like, you're locked in to whatever direction you're looking at. So to turn around, you have to do this, which takes... I mean, to be fair, I am on controller. I could go into the settings. But I feel like if you're going to give controller support, maybe this should already be done. Here we go, controller, horizontal. So if we increase that to what, 15? And then say OK. kind of better, and there is a lot of leg room with that. That definitely needs to turn quicker. Look at this. I would be hit by a boss over and over again.
Rise! The relic is straight ahead!
Ooh, what's this? Okay, we pulled the lever. Now we're about to get ganked. Let's go. You know what? Even with its jank, the visuals, I think the sound effects are still too high though. Have a look. Oh bro, I was in the middle of some adjustments. Let me bring up.
This must be the relic.
Huh. What do you reckon? Are about right? You enjoying it? Okay, is this our bad protagonist? Our antagonist? He looks cool. Oh, he's a boss battle. Let's go. Okay, we're going to lock on. I don't seem to have any projectiles or special moves from distance yet. Got a feeling we're not going to be able to beat him. Because, you know, game design. Oh. Oh, again, these camera angles, look. Man down, doing damage. We might be able to beat him actually. I thought it was going to be one of those moments where no matter what you did, you was always going to lose because they want to tell a story. It does keep getting his bar back. But... yeah, I might switch to the quicker weapon. Ooh, buddy. It was one of those. We would have been there all day. Whoa, he took her arm off. Oh. Why is it surprisingly refreshing to see this in today's games? Like, you don't see women, like we were watching a Marvel movie the other day, and I was like, I bet that women don't take any bullet to the chest. She gets no hurt on her at all, and she saves the day. And it was exactly that.
They have claimed countless worlds. Even so, we still have a chance. The Chronotector is capable of turning back time. I shall return you to the past. Find me there. Bring word that the future has changed.
Ooh. So that's quite intriguing. That is quite intriguing. What an intro too. Yeah. I mean, again, visually they've got it beat. I think it's one of the better looking games. I've never played Elden Rings or any of these new gen types of I guess they are sort of MMORPGs. I've yet to play them, so I won't be able to make too much of a comparison, but what I will say is I played a lot of Unreal 5 games, and this is probably one of the better looking ones out of a lot of them. But the mechanics of it just need tweaking. There needs to be more unified travel without popping and freezing enemy types and appearing out of nowhere enemy types. It needs to be a little bit more refined, a little bit more finessed. But yeah, I mean, visually and sound effects, I'm in. Do you know what I mean? It's one of those. I want to see more. I want to play more. The story's intriguing. And the character designs are awesome. I don't think there's a bad one so far. Well, next to the character I made. It's so pretty. That's it. It's pretty. We like scenic. We like environmental. What's the word I'm looking for? See, like, watch. Once it all pops in, it looks really, really good. Okay, cool. We are now what looks to be in an online server. Like a lobby section. These are other people playing right now. What happened now? Follow the trail of light. So we've got special move now, which is on right trigger. We've also got quick menu on left trigger. So quick menu gives us this. Auto run. I don't know if I like auto run in a mainstream game. It reminds me of like the mobile version of a game, you know, where you just auto path because it's a mobile. And the auto pathing doesn't work. I've now run into the rocks, so definitely needs fixing in the auto path department. If you're going to have it, do you know what I mean? At least make it work. At the moment, it just doesn't even work. I would just take it out of the game. I would take that out of the game in an instant. It's lazy. It takes me out of my immersion. It's just a stupid mechanic. I would take that out. Okay, here we go. Pick up. Equip potions. Okay, we've got potions. Now, what do we do? So, use with Y. Where do we put that? Oh, it's done. It is equipped, isn't it? It does it all. That's there. Consumables. I think it is equipped. Okay, that was weird. So you just literally open a menu just to see it going by itself. Look at that. Right, that's some shit right there. Like, that looks like, what is it? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You know Krang? He has that big ship that he travels in. It's Krang's lair with a bunch of bees coming out of it. What is that? Whoa! Okay, I thought that was actually dead. Okay, let's try out special mover. That's not much of a special move. How does that work then? Whoa, put some clothes on. What's she doing? Of course, because, you know, boys. That's cool that people can show up and help you with enemies, though. I like that. But some areas you may be struggling in and just all of a sudden get saved by a saviour. Whoa. It's not even like party invite or anything either. Okay, we've just leveled up our first point on our weapons, which is awesome. Take a little look. 2 chains, we've got the twin blades, twin axes, we've got battle axe, and we've also got the class mastery. So surely that's more important, right? That's your base, and then you've got your weapons on top. So where's our point? So we've got 1 mastery point, and it looks like we can only use it in the section it was allocated for, which is the twin blades. You can't transfer it to another one. So let's go with the teeth, because that's probably going to give us health, right? 15 basic attacks landed. You get a 0.5% health recovery. Sounds like my jam right there. What else we got going on? Now what is this? Movement, temporal turning. We can actually use this to send a shockwave. So is that right button, right trigger? Is that what that is? That's more of a buff. That feels like a buff. Left button plus right stick. Do anything. Hang on a minute. Where are those wheels? Like, how do we allocate stuff to those wheels? We've got quick select, but they don't actually have an easy way to put health potions on it. Do you know what I mean? He thought he had us. He thought he had us. Not today, baby. Off he goes. They need a finish move. You know, when you hit an enemy a certain amount of times and you can, like, gank them out with a special move. It looks all really cool and awesome. They don't seem to have any finish moves yet. The special move I wouldn't even go to call special. It's pretty weak. Okay, he's not part of us. Go this way then. Ah, sweet. Let's talk to the boulder. Right, that was the end of that then. I thought it was going to be a voice acted combo. Yeah. Pass through the cave. Whoa. What in a slowdown was that? Okay. There was some load in there, I think. Oh, that was cool. There was 3 of us ganking on that fall right there. That looked pretty awesome. I like this. I like the fact that people are just going to be running around with you randomly as well. As long as they can't interfere with your gameplay in any way. Level 3 already? We've got 2 enemies up here. Get some. Whoa, buddy. Oh, this one's a big one. That's right, I ain't shooketh. There you go, get back in your hole. Thick. Okay, we've got 2 paths here. That slowdown is real. Okay, 2 paths here. Skills. I feel like the enemies in small doses, the AI actually works okay. It's when you start sticking 5 and 6 of them on the screen, they just go all crazy. They're not aware of what's going on, and even if they were, you don't want like 5 or 6 of them attacking you at once. Very hack and slashy as well. It might look and feel like Dark Souls, but it definitely plays like a mobile game. I'm just tapping X. Like literally most of my gameplay is tap X, evade, you know, and then use a special which doesn't even feel like a special. That sucks. Whatever that is, it don't feel like a special move to me. It's special. It don't feel like a proper special move. And there's no like finish moves for the bad guys. I really feel like that's missing a trick there. It's a gorgeous environment though. It's really nice. Everything's different too. Everywhere we go, we're seeing new things. And I think that's the selling point. It's going to be the exploration and the boss battles. Everything else beyond that, I don't really feel this game has anything new. Whoa. But that was some cool shit. Let's be fair. They do stuff really well. So that's like what? Quick travel, yeah? Talk to Kaya. Who's that then? No, it says go here. What is it? Temporal rewinds. I don't know who Kaya is. Oh, hello. Kaya. What up, Kaya? Where have you been? Well, I've been busy. It takes me an hour to do my hair before I come out.
I trust you know the way to the outpost. Head to the Eye of Insight nearby, unless you fancy getting lost.
Ooh, we got a chest. Shiny things. I've got some vagrant pants. Okay, let's put some stuff on. Are they auto-equipped? That doesn't look like it. Which I'm actually thankful at this point in the game. I don't want this game to hold my hand any more than it has done. So the ragged clothes and the... Okay, it is up, isn't it? We've now equipped that one. Sweet. How do we get to the pants? Oh, that's awful. This is fucking ridiculous, atrocious. It has one of those systems, like if you've played a bunch of these MMORPGs, it has one of them systems where you're not really sure if you've equipped something. It doesn't feel prominent, it doesn't give you like bells, whistles and sprinkles and sparkles. It doesn't tell you that you've done what you're supposed to do. It just has this like awful sound of sounding like a droplet hitting water. And it's not very nice, the system in this. I feel out of my depth before I've even got in the depth. The skills are fine. This works and very self-explanatory, very easy. I feel like the map's okay. It's just this here with a controller would be so much easier with a mouse and keyboard. But then combat would suck with a mouse and keyboard. Here we go. Head to the Castrol Outpost. We'll do that via map. What have we got here? So we've got an icon. Track location. Temporal rewind. Okay, we're tracking it. Pretty simple. Up on the map there. I like to know where I'm going at times. Doesn't seem like we have any fall damage, which is cool. One less thing to worry about. Because the playtest is just today, you can just follow other people. Like, if you ever get lost, there's a bunch of people out here playing this game right now. Get some more. Okay, our actual character has leveled up now, which is good. You know what? I like the speed. I like the pacing of the game. I like the fact that it takes X amount of time to run around. It's not feeling like a mobile game in its movement. Look at her. What are you doing? Waffling me. You just farted and she wants me to smell it. Oh yeah. Right. Where to now? Equip the weapon. Right, we're getting weapon upgrades by doing very little. So like you just move along and you look for a green. That's all you're doing. You're looking along, seeing if you've got green opposed to the right hand side which you have equipped. A bunch of dudes that we now have to oof. Go bros. Again, the combat doesn't really, on the stages, it doesn't really matter. You're just hitting it. Next to locking onto a specific enemy, which in this case would be unbeneficial because you could get hit in the side or the back when there's 5 or 6 of them on the screen. There we go back. I've gone quiet because I'm doing a lot of thinking. Doing a lot of thinking with this one. Okay, next quest over here. I just want XP. Like I could stand here and bash these all day, so don't bother me. But I want there to be a purpose to it. I need to know that there's something worth doing. That this game is actually going to be good after all the hours of pointless drudgery that we're about to do. Now once I'm going to go this way. Okay, those axes do 24 and 40. These ones do 36 and 40, so they're better to use these cleavers. We're leveled up again. Head to the vantage point where Kaya awaits. This way. There she is up here. She just has to pop at you every time you come near her. She's like, "You taking long enough? Have you got long enough?" You know what I mean? What have you been doing? Picking peanuts out of poo? What is she shooting at? That dragon over there, yeah? Yeah, I've selected the temporal turning. It said the tune ability to uncover hidden traces and clues. Activate it. You haven't told me how to activate it. Oh, hello. So now we have the left button, right stick action. Hey, what up, Phil? Apparently that's going to give us some clues. Alright, where's it going? Go, follow the trail. Okay, let's make another one then. Pretty sweet. I mean, I don't think it needs to be as complicated as left button, right stick. It could just be on one button somewhere. Really weird effect. Guessing we have to go up there. Okay, we have Vault. Okay, awesome. First time we've had a Vault in the game. Activate. Cool. Everything in this game is so cool looking and mechanically awesome that my character now doesn't fit the scene, does he? Hi friends, what up son? How we doing? Good morning my friend. Use this to activate, that's it. I keep it in the cupboard. Right, okay, so now we're open worlds where we've got vast areas to explore. So by doing this, it could show us hidden treasures. And off we go. This is how I want the game to look more. I want more daylight, more, you know, bright light, bloom, light rays, all that good stuff. I don't want doom and gloom, bat caves and, you know, dungeons and things that look crusty. You can have them, just don't have them as often. Down we go. Can we jump that? Can we just jump that? Let's have a look. Oh. 43 damage, barely anything. Full beans. I like the fact we ain't got full damage. Ooh, that was a big one. And I picked up a bush. You see there, when he was turning his back on us, I feel like it should be like not just finish moves in the game, but also a way to back gank. Do you know what I mean? Like you should have like a sneaky move where you get like triple damage if you get it. Then you can punish dopey AIs. This guy's quite tough. They've increased him a lot. There you go. This now feels like a soul. Because you can't just hack and slash your way through it. Ooh. The collect on the controller doesn't work first time either. Help out this guy, he seems to be doing bad. You suck, bro. Should have waited, I could have revived. Ooh, that would teach me for talking the shiz. I talk the shiz. Bro. They really robbed you died from Dark Souls straight out. Didn't even change it. Like you failed. You know what I mean? You could have just changed it up a little bit. Okay, we took our first L there.
Heading to the settlement, are we? How about some company?
Hang on, let me check the map. So where's our gear?
Humble pilgrim of Chronos.
Is it that?
Though I may seem no more than a beggar, 'tis far from the truth.
Cooking pot. Yeah, just made myself some hearty porridge, boys. I love a bit of porridge myself. Nice. Go to the settlement headquarters. Where's that then? Got to be over here. So did we keep all our items? Inventory. What? They don't even take your items off you when you die. So there is absolutely no worries about dying at that. I mean, that just is stupid. There's no risk. We played Enchanted yesterday, and the whole fun in that game was losing your loot. That was the risk against the reward. Why is this guy following me? Bro. I know I look like a child shape. Major lag there for some reason. Headquarters. Probably inside this, is it? What in the... Is climbing involved?
speaking of, that peculiar clock of yours. I knew it looked familiar.
I'm telling you now,
Its
no
design is
black man who
identical
looks
to the
like this
painted
has a
walls of
voice
the
like
Temple of
that.
Kronos.
Never.
If my memory serves true, 'twas Kronos himself who crafted that sacred relic.
What's his
Yet,
name? Romek.
yours
Look up the
looks more
voice actor for
counterfeit than
Romek.
not. Say, where can I find one for myself?
Yes, dear boy. What? Ooh, pickaxe. We ain't got a pickaxe yet. So there's going to be crafting elements. Bare basic, but I reckon there'll be a few crafting elements in the game. Chopping trees and gathering rocks. I have no idea if I'm going the right way here, boys. It looks like I've hit some sort of like hidden area. Won't let me pass through. What's this? I only wanted to get to the headquarters. Following you guys' waypoint as well. Must be up this way then. There's going to be so many ways to exploit and crash this game. If you're going to give us an open world to this degree where you can make your own way to anywhere, that's mental. We still really have no reference to where we're going either.
Fie. These cursed knees of mine. The settlement lies just ahead. A sacred monument known as the Bound Stone lies near the entrance. There we shall
What
part
in the-
ways. Now, where might I find a loaf of bread?
Why is he waffling about bread to me? Just point me in the right direction. We need a sickle for that, so 3 separate tools there. His voice, I know. Okay, this is definitely the place to be. I mean, that was convoluted as hell. You discovered the Bound Stone, or Bond Stone. The settlement headquarters is right ahead. We've got a chicken. Can we lock onto the chicken? No. Run, chicken, run! That's right, Shanuz is in town. Okay, bro, running straight to the headquarters, and then I think they're going to make us do like your basic, you know, what's it called, blacksmith and, you know, medical herb sales. We've got to go and visit all those stores, I reckon. Cha-ching. Okay, we got the upper garment. Unlocks are way too quick. XP is super easy to have in this game as well. I've only got to hit a few enemies and I get a level up. Overall, it looks nice and it's got everything to build upon in the right place. But they have borrowed so many boring aspects of other games that they have made themselves a little bit tedious. You're just playing what you've already played. You're just doing what you've already done. And if you've never played one of these games, or possibly you're a teenager who's maybe only had a handful of opportunities to play one of these games, you will be impressed by this. But when you're a 40-year-old crusty, dusty man like myself, you have played this game probably 20, 30 times in your life. And it doesn't get any better if you keep recreating what we had back 10 years ago. And that in lies my little issue with this, personal issue, is that I could play this game and I can have a bunch of fun with it. And I really am intrigued by the character setting. I think I've done a very good job. I think a lot of the characters stand out, and that's quite hard to do after, you know, the ample of oversaturation we have in the gaming industry. But they're not going to show me anything new. There's nothing for me to explore or be wowed by that I can't play in Final Fantasy Online, or Bless Online. You know, both free games, by the way. So although there is a subscription to Final Fantasy, it's technically not. I can go and play Nioh. I can play Sekiro. I can go play Dark Souls. I can go play Rise of the Ronin. I can go play Bloodborne. And I'm going to have a very similar experience to at least 5 or 6 aspects of this game in those MMOs, RPGs, and Souls-likes. You basically take all 3 of them genres, chuck it into one game, and you end up with a mishmash of not really being... what's that saying? So it's a... what is it? It's like skill. It's got many skills, but it's a master of none of them. So it's done a lot of stuff and chucked a lot of things in one bucket, but it hasn't really mastered any of them. And we had the same problem with Quinfall. It tried to be so many things, and as you can see there, I don't know, I think that's a man under the ground. It has mastered none of them. It just is and just does, but it's okay at the same time. You know, if this game comes out at $30 and then drops $20 in a sale, I can imagine it selling well. I can imagine a lot of people having a good time with it. And its target market, again, isn't really me. I've played this. I've been here. I've experienced this over and over. What I will say is I am intrigued by the story, and I do want to see more of the environments because they are very pleasing. And they look great, and I feel like the game has got its visuals and sound effects very much perfected. But when it comes to the actual, what am I doing in the game? I'm doing, what the hell? I'm doing very little. I'm doing very little, but running around, hitting my X button, waiting for a dodge, and basically pressing Y on things so that I can interact with them, you know? Next to doing that, I'm not really doing much as a gamer. I'm not having a gaming experience. I'm just going through the motions. And that sucks. Like, that really sucks. Because I could put on... My example will be like Super Mario Bros. 3 on the NES. From... When did that come out? In the 90s. You have to have your wits about you. You have to have timing. You have to have your distances down. You have to be quick off the mark. And you also have to have skill to get through Super Mario Brothers. In this game, I feel like a 10-year-old can pick it up and play, which is awesome. Straight out the gate, you can play the game with no issues whatsoever. But to get good at it, you just really have to dodge at the right time and press X at the right time to win. That's it. That is pretty much it. There's not going to be much more than that. There's going to be a few fancy special moves and a few fancy maybe counter attacks and parries. So if you've ever played a game that has those mechanics, then you've played this already. And I'm not shitting on the game. I'm just making a point of, if you keep making the same shit, people will stop buying it, and people will then see the gaming industry crash, because all of the people we rely on to make our video games special and unique and awesome are generically copying each other. And if you generically copy each other with no inspiration, imagination, or personality, you end up with this, which, again, has some flaws for it, which is that they do know how to write a good story, they do know how to pull the viewer in, and they have grippered me as to what is going on in the world. But I don't want to put up with all the tedious gameplay to get there. I'd rather than make an anime. You know, make a TV show out of this and you would have had me wrapped. Just don't let Netflix fund it, because otherwise it'd be full of woke, tedious, boring shit. Oh. I mean, maybe you agree, maybe you disagree. It depends on, you know, perspective. It depends on your age. It depends on how many games you actually play. But for me, I am struggling to think of a reason why I would actually play the full release of this game. Intertwined Realms. Okay, what does that do? This content is only available in the official launch. Right. Okay, so we can't review that. Because we don't know what it does. I'm assuming it's just fast travel of some sort. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? That was a good decision right here. For no reason, you've got this massive log here, and it feels like Final Fantasy. It feels like something Square Enix would have done. And again, they might have played Final Fantasy and borrowed that idea. But when you run under here, it gives the impression that the environment in front of me is vast. But it's not. It's linear. They're saying it's an open world, but you can only really go where they want you to. What the hell are we doing now? What the fuck was that? Did I just turn into a mushroom for about 2 seconds? I don't even know if that was supposed to happen. I don't know if that was a glitch. Who knows? Wow. I mean, that blew my mind. That's tripped me out. What in the world? Hold to open. Go on, son. Look at them arms. There you go. How filth was that? That was absolutely disgusting, boys. You should be ashamed of yourselves. I'm gonna drink my juice. I'm gonna bust you up for that. Bring it, bring it. Again, a Pere would be awesome right here. Wait, what? What? Speed of lightning, he run away. What was that all about? Oh, they got all their health back. They got all their health back now. Did you see it? Filth. I'm still waiting on a massive cooldown for my health right now. That cooldown is way too long. That's some bullshit happening here. You know what? I'm just going to go for the big one. This is bullshit. A bondstone. What was that? The pacing was so weird. I opened the chest that took me way too long, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I get attacked by 3 people in my back, Jack. I'm confused. That actually confused me. Who designed that? It wasn't even like fair. It was like, oh, they're going to come and open this chest, so let's F them up. But I did get a new frock out of it, look. Okay, where's my waypoint? This way. I found some alchemy crate. Okay, awesome. I don't think my chat's updating. You have to let me know. Just pop some stuff in the chat and let me know. It seems like it's okay. Ah, that's where we are. Right, so down is the skeletons. Hopefully my stuff's still in the chest, because we did open it but didn't take the stuff out. So there's that mushroom. So on a positive, we get to eat the mushroom again. Let's get rid of this so we can see what happens. So tasting the mushroom turns me into a mushroom, and you just drag it around. Okay. I guess the developers thought that was hilarious. Me and you baby, I'm going ham, Shit, man, they can kill you in 2 hits. Oh. My blade mastery went up though. That's something. Right, we need to pour a gin on this one. We need to delve into the mechanics and see what is going on here. Is there anything we should have that we're missing? Chain Strike deals 144% damage and pulls the enemy. What the hell was that then? Have a bit of that action. Chain Cleave, let's go with that. So we've got all of the base unlocked for this weapon, the Chain Blade. So there is no reason why my combat should be feeling off, but it still does. And we've got the guy, he's now level 3. There's not much to interact with him really. Okay. Title. Unbreakable. Okay, that was interesting. Hang on, I just found something, then it went off. So this last one, so this is your life mastery. So where has it gone? There it is. So this is kind of like RuneScape. So you've got certain elements that you can specialize in. You know, you can level them up. They're 550 per point, and I reckon there's obviously what 99 would be maxed out, possibly 50. So you've got weapon crafting, armor crafting, accessories, alchemy, cooking, and processing, which means obviously fixing your weapons, making new ones. Then you've got butchering, gathering, logging, mining, and fishing. They all sound pretty good. Like most of them jobs you'll do just by playing the game. So there's nothing really to like drag you out of the excitement of the game to then go do something boring and tedious like fishing. You're going to do that anyway, because you're probably at some point going to need to make recipes and feed yourself. So I like the fact that they've kept it very low key. And again, if it was Quinfall making the decisions, it would be a whole fishing genre sub-game that you have to go and do for no reason whatsoever other than game padding. So I appreciate that. I appreciate that they've gone for a look and feel of an MMO. But by doing that, they lose the RPG element. So the role-playing element only comes in when them awesome cutscenes are here. After the awesome cutscenes, you're in a relatively standard issue MMO scenario, which you can have for free with any other MMO game. And there's a lot that play like this now. Let's be fair, there's a lot of games out here. Again, I refer to Bless Online. One of the best combats for a free-to-play. I don't care what anybody says, Bless Online has great combat and is a really fun game to play. And it's free. So even if this was free, I could excuse maybe 10% of the problems we had today. But the rest of it still stands. Okay, I'm going to attack this one with a girl. Oh, she's done it. Whoa, that's a well-timed dodge. That's right, we out here. Bring it, bull. He couldn't believe he got beat, did you see him? Right, let's go back to our chest, which is still open. What are you doing? Stand still and pick up the... literally, why? It's not without its bugs. Okay, so now it wants me to head back. I appreciate the fact they're trying to put weather effects in the game. You know, a bit of rain. But do we appreciate that this is Unreal 5 at DirectX 12? And does it look much better than a DirectX 11 with Unreal 4? Because we know that Unreal 4 is solid. You know, that shit works well. And we only see this, like when I go through the grass, you see how that all dots out and goes funny? That is DLSS or one of those technologies that is still on when I've turned it off. That's what that is. Because if I was pre-rendering it myself with no help from any gubbins, it wouldn't do that because it wouldn't be able to. there is motion blur there or something affecting that grass. And I don't know if it translates on stream or the video very much, but I can see it in my hair too. ESR. There you go, motion blur. Let's turn that off. Now I did originally have that off, but it seems like it didn't want to play nice with my settings. And TSR, super sampling. Now that's something that you would normally have FXAA or SAOA, I believe. They're ones that you render yourself. I think TSR possibly, now you can correct me if I'm wrong, but that possibly is what is making half of the problem. But if I now spin the camera again, you see how nice that grass looked? Can you see the difference? Because we now don't have motion blur on. And motion blur only works when it feels like it. And especially on game playtests, I find I have the most issues with motion blur. And turning it off will make the game run better, smoother frame rate, and it will look more clearer. Because you're not trying to blur everything to hide the fact that it kind of looks a bit pixelated. Whoa, he come right at us. The ragdoll was awful, but the actual disappearing of the body, I fucks with it, it's good. The shadows in the game look nice, you know, there's very little pop in, we've got particle effects. It can look very nice at times. I just wanted a piece, I wanted a piece. Number 2 seems to be curling round, so it's going to be down here somewhere. A bunch of people standing in here, and there it is. Louise! Oh, okay, what do we get? Some resources. Now we get to do some forging. Very much slowing the pace of the game down by making us do these tutorials. Which again, if you played any MMO ever, you'll be able to get through this without a tutorial. Okay, we've got a bunch of icons, and I don't know which ones. I'm going to say the one with the exclamation mark is the main. There's also Guyz and stuff here. I think, and given my character choice again, if I wasn't messing around, I probably would have made him really tall. Because the fact there's a vault in the game just means I'll be able to, you know, in theory, reach higher places. Where in the world is it pointing me? Down there. Ooh. I found a stinky corpse. Now that was cool. We didn't have to come up here. We're actually off the beaten path, or beaten path, and we found a corpse. Do you know what I mean? That's something that I want to see in my environment. It makes it feel a little bit more open than it actually is. Hey, what's that? Yeah, you want some? Probably not, but we'll give you some. Okay, this thing's going to be lethal, isn't it? That looks good. That looks good. Yes, more of that, please. I need a butcher's knife. So can we craft stuff yet? There's no crafting menu, is there? So I'm guessing we're not allowed to make what we need yet. Soon, hopefully. Still feel that motion blur is on, you know. Even though I've turned it off, I still feel it's here doing its job. I think it might be the TSR. Yes, big headshot game. The AI is stupid. The AI is so stupid. Ooh, hang on, there was something there. What in the world? Yeah, I really need some tools. I'm missing so much stuff. These are good just for leveling up, you know. Maybe 49. There's no way that's respawned. Nah. Do you reckon I'll make that full? Wonder if I get the horse out. Where is my noble steed gone? Oh, we've got emotes. Of course we have. You can't have a game without emotes nowadays. Not since Fortnite. Does anyone actually ever use these? Like, is this worth having? Look. With his little arms and his big head. Yeah, alright, kiss it. Kiss it. That's how valid my opinion is. We've got auto run, chat, but the cannot use mounts yet. So they gave us a mount and then took it away. Day. What I will say is I do have fun exploring this environment, 100%. Like, the bigger the baddie I come across, the more fun it is. Whoa, it's a crow man. That's right. That combat felt impactful because as I was hitting the crow, he was reacting to it. He wasn't able to hit me because he had just been smacked in the face by a cleave. That felt good. And again, some of the enemy types are on point. I just feel like the game needs a little bit more of a flush out on the anti-glitching side of things. There's a lot of glitches. There's a lot of jank. Use the rock as a barrier, boys. Okay, can we get down safely this side? I mean, there's water, but it is but a paddle. We've got no glide, have we? We definitely need a glider. Grapple hook would be amazing as well. I was looking for enough water to fall into. Hang on. Here we go. Yeah, chief the game. There you go, chiefed it. So while we're here, we might as well take a look at the water effects. There's a duck. Why is there a duck? You don't see ducks in games very often. Whoa! I'll fuck a duck up. That's right. They did let us do that to the chicken though. They must value ducks more than chickens. Rose, that was next level. I need to clip, but I don't know how to clip because I never clip. Bubs, please tell me you got your duck. Ah, there's a clip. Hang on, let me see if I can get it. It just said yeah. So I can clip myself, but I can't change the size or anything of it. First time for everything. I'm going to move this over. Ah, cool. Ah, okay. Another duck down. Duckopolis. Gonna kill every duck I see. There's actually no point until you can actually harvest it anyway. You got it? Sweet. One plus point for me as well is the variedness of the environments. Nothing is the same. They're the same bushes, but they're put in different places in different ways. That guy's swimming. Yeah, go on, son. He must be wearing a Fitbit. But like here, for instance, you've got different types of shrubbery than we've been seeing next to water. It makes complete sense. I feel like they've taken a lot of time on giving the environment a living, breathing feel. It's one of the things that we can just randomly eat or whatever. A rammy fiber. Okay, we're in a cave. Whoa. We was in a cave and got some random pop in. Now what's it want from me? Crack. There you go. There's some sort of cursed thing up here. Portal. Nice. Good animation. I'm thinking this is a loading screen. What in the HR Geiger is this? Something like Aliens, bros. See, that's where this game could have limitless possibilities. Because you're on like this whole time vibe, you could go back in time, forward in time, you could go to different realms, you could buy time, do you know what I mean? So if you, instead of dying, rewind the death, continue on. They could do a lot with it that isn't in the basic MMORPG formula, you know, more adventure game. I think they should be looking to adventure games, because this is cool as shit. This is some seriously good game design here. So that's to return, but where are we? My waypoint has completely disappeared. Did it just want to show me this cool shit? No way. There must be a point to it. Why is this big, like, pee-pee coming out of there? There's no point to this. Why? You see like that, right? There's a prime example, right? So if I stand here, this looks cool as shit. Impressive, right? The prime example of this game's design is this. Now I'm floating in the air. Yeah? This is how the game looks crap now, because I'm levitated on an imaginary platform. It's small bits like this that they need to fix to make this happen all the time. It's that jank that this game comes with. And again, playtest, they could fix every little bug and problem we've seen. But I'm relying on that because this game could be something great. Why they've made me go there to come back out makes no sense to me either. Surely that was a missed opportunity for a boss battle now.
The Void Apostles. Even the bold falter before their might.
They're confused too. What is that all about?
Take the trail of light to the Citadel.
Take the trial of light. And now it just wants me to leave. That sucked. There was no point in wasting all of that effort coming here with no walls. All of that jumping and dropping and moving around that we did just to see that for 2 seconds. It didn't progress the story much. It didn't give us anything worth doing. There was no boss battle again. There should have been a boss there. Some sort of interaction. I mean, I'd rather stand here and F up ducks than I would go back and see that. Bramble bush. Yeah, got brambles. Okay, we've got a bunch of wolves here that we could end. What's this? Ah. You there, man. Sweet. Your weapon. Follow the trail of light. Whoa! Pro people trying to get the sneaky attack on. Hey, this feels nice. Like I say, fighting crow people feels the best in the game so far. The AI don't feel dopey. You alright down there, mate? It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Okay. Where's number 2 then? So it's not even being tracked, number 2, is it? Let's check this. Quest log. This seems to be a side quest. View location. Just keep on going, I guess. Keep on going. It's only 68 meters away. Whoa, okay, we're absorbing something here. Nice. An enchantment point. That's an upgrade point, isn't it? Skills. That's a mastery point. Jeez. Passive. Increase the critical damage. I want to unlock all the base moves. Chilling Strike executes a leap attack. Increase the damage of basic attack. Grants Bloodthirst once upon a chains. Increase rage generation, which is this. Fighting Spirit gives me rage. We go with that one, and then we get the rage next, and then that will lead on to down here, which is execute upward slash. So we're getting a bit more in our combo with these, which is awesome. Level 4 now. Okay, sweet. Ooh, breakables. Yes, okay, breakables are an essential in a game like this. That's the first ones we've seen. This weapon's so awesome. It's got distance. I'm going to level it up like a beast. Yeah, I got tomatoes and pumpkins. I think it's down there we need to be, and we know there's a cheeky way to get down there as well. Ooh, not there though, Bo. There you go. In. Drop. Flip move. Done. A bond stone. So is that like a quick respawn point? Okay, sweet, that dude. I thought it was going to be like a teleport. We have no monies, but we will come back and see you soon. Okay, good. So now we've got number 3 lit up, which is a party. Locate entrance to the time portal. That's the only one we can go to at the minute. Ooh. It is nice to see a game that has people in it. I know it won't last, but for now this is probably the most people you'll ever see in this game next to the release day. Very much populated. Like, it's all kicking off over here too. Enemies fighting enemies, bros. Come on, son. Yes, rock him. Run away, get his full health back there. This guy's tough. Gets his health back quick too. Dudes. Yeah, I'm out. Anybody? No one likes me. Everywhere I go, there's a bunch of dudes trying to end me. Which direction do I need to head? That's all I care about. Up here. Okay, good. Excuse me, fellas. Nobody got time for that. I do feel like that this portal is pointing us towards it, but we ain't ready for that. Do you know what I mean? It's rudeness. I mean, well, it is what it is. They know I'm out here ganking goats. That's what it is. Look, goat. Yes. Got a goat. So far, I've had more fun killing poultry and meat than I have the actual baddies. That's a lie. That's a lie. Oh. Hey, what is that? That thing's got a tail. Is that a crocodile with bunny ears? That's a giant lizard hatchling. See what you got, lizard? Lizards look like they're going to F me up. As long as you don't get hit, you can beat things that are a lot higher level than you, but if you get hit, that's it. That is it. Okay, let's try. It's only showing up that task, and we don't want to do that task. We want number 2. Like, how do we ping that? We just have to head in this direction. Forge a weapon using the weapon workbench. Forge a weapon workbench. What did I do? Oh yeah, find a party. Mission quest initiated. Collect rewards from the chest. Resets in 2 minutes. Again, it doesn't tell me where to go. My dodge doesn't dodge enough for like people like this not to poke me. They have way too much range, and my dodge, even if I dodge backwards, they can poke me still. But if I dodge sideways, it doesn't matter, because they turn with me. They're locked onto me like I'm locked onto them. So you need the dodge to be further than any attack. Otherwise, what is the point in dodging? It doesn't make you invulnerable when you dodge. It just sort of jumps back but still gets hit. Makes no sense. What's going on here? He's got a third tit and it's got my face on it. The amount of comments are like, you tit. And I think there we'll leave it. I don't think I want to see any more of this game, to be honest. We have another one to try today anyway. I'm very much of the opinion. Now, let me get to the settings. Where's main menu at? Why is there no just like exit game now? Bro, this game's got its art. Just sometimes, what are you doing? Got its head up its arse. I can't even get back to a main menu here. It's hidden. It's like, no, please keep playing. Keep playing our game. Jesus Christ, it's here. It's in a sub menu. Rose. Okay. What do you think of Chrono Odyssey? I've got a smile on my face because I enjoyed playing it. The visuals are on point. The sound effects are pretty damn flushed out. I feel like they've concentrated on the story. You know, arguably at this stage in a playtest, the story is quite important to get players excited for the game. But there is a lot of jank. There is a lot of dodgy graphics. There is a lot of just damned AI. And overall, there is a lot of like floating textures, people disappearing through the floor. We've seen a bunch of glitches and problems today that I don't want to list. But what I will say is, as a playtest, you can't really rate it on that anyway. I can only show you what is live as I play, and we can only discuss what we've seen so far. But what I've seen so far is that I probably wouldn't wishlist this game, nor would I probably play it. But that's not to say that I won't be playing it, because we will be playing this game on release, because I'm curious to see how well they do between now and the launch day, because there is a bunch of time in between where they can go fix bugs, sort stuff out, make it feel a little bit more planted, fix the combat, fix the AI, and then you're golden. Like, it is pretty good. Now the problem lies after that they have borrowed so much and followed such a safe trend that you have played this game before, and if you haven't, there's a bunch of these games out there. It's nothing new. It is just an MMORPG, and it's borrowed from both those genres as much as possible and played it super safe. And I would borderline say that that combat is boring. There is a lot of boring just pressing X combat happening. If you like just pressing X to hit things and like just pressing Y to interact with stuff, you'll be fine. But overall, I feel like I've played enough of these to know that I want something a bit pizzazz. I want something a bit special, and Chrono Odyssey is not offering anything new. So overall, I'm going to give it... No, I'm not even going to rate it. I'm not even going to rate it on the playtest. I'm going to play it safe myself, and I'm going to say, well, for first impression, I wasn't impressed. It's okay. It's okay, and what it does well. I want to know more about the story and the lore, so I want to play more of this game. We'll probably at least play 8 to 12 hours on release and see how we feel then. If I want to leave it, I'll leave it. If it's got enough to keep us coming back, we'll keep coming back. It's as simple as that. Go try it for yourself. Playtest available now on Steam. You can go and apply for it. You might not be accepted, but you can apply for it and maybe get your hands on a copy prior to the playtest finishing. That all being said, thank you for joining me today, guys. Look after yourselves, look after your ma. Peace out, and go try out Chrono Odyssey for yourself. Don't take my word for it. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Okay, good. We've got one more to do, guys, and it's an anime-inspired game. So, completely different genre, completely different pacing of game, but still should be awesome. So I'm going to turn off Steam real quick because it is on Epic, this one. And Epic sent me this one personally, which is awesome to get involved with them again. Let's drop this over here. Okay, good. We're going to check out this game now. And it would be funny if the underdog, the one I was expecting to be the least favourable, turns out to be the best of the two. You never know. It's only half the size in an install, which did worry me, but it is only a play test, so they don't need to give you too much. They don't need to give you too much in the way of play test. So we only need, what, an hour or so? What are we now? 4? About an hour and a half gameplay. There we go. Fire this one up. Let's get you a picture real quick. Dun, dun, dun. You've got the Epic, but that's the Epic launcher. I'll wait for the game to fire up and then I can get you a picture of the game. Sweet. Thank you for the guys hanging out as well for the whole day. Like, I really appreciate that, bros. I know time is valuable and all of that good stuff. I know you're all busy people. But we are doing some really new games right now, and it's really helping the channel, but it's also, you know, helping us get a vibe for, you know, what these games have to offer for the future, because at the moment we're looking at the creme de la creme of what's coming out. Okay, good stuff. There you go, Star Drive. So they've shortened the name to Star Drive, but it's actually called Mongil. Mongil. You can look out for yourself. I think it's along the lines of Genshin Impact or one of those sorts of games. Hope it don't make me log in because I've already logged in. I think it's going to make me log in. Hang on. Netmarble. Bros, can I remember my password? Deets. Who knows? Can't move this page. It's stuck as well. So what I'm going to have to do is just change this picture so you guys can't see my login. Kenny logins. Guess I can put you on this. I don't know what that is, but it's black. That'll do. Right, let's have a look. So Netmarble ID. Oh, my brain. Bear with while I log in. There you go. Right, sweet. First time lucky. I only did it last night, so recalling it was quite easy. Bosh. Korean or Japanese. Right, so the Korean or Japanese for this game is available at the moment. No English, but English is coming soon, which is, you know, something we need to bear in mind. And we've got a massive download coming in, which sucks. Didn't know there was going to be a new update. I updated it last night. Thought we were ready. Is what it is. Alright, hit record. I guess I could do the intro while we're waiting for this, isn't it? Might as well. How loud is that? Is that... I'll turn it down just for the intro. There you go. Sweet. Okay, let's do an intro. Let's bring up the Epic Game Launcher. Bum, bum, bum. Second screen, the Epic Game Launcher. Sweet. Go with the game. Go to game page. Now, this game page, I don't even know if it exists properly yet, because I know it's maybe I have to search it up. Hang on. Mongil in Epic. Ah, there we go. That's going to find it. Browse. Base game. Ah, there we go. Got it. Sweet. That took a little sort of effort to find that. It looks very pretty. Like, this game is really banging on the visuals. Proper up my street. Right guys, thank you for joining me today, and it's a very special one. We are leaving off of the, what was that other game? The Odyssey First Impressions, and we're going straight on to Mongil. So if you joined us from that one, I appreciate your viewership. If you haven't watched, what was it? Something Odyssey? My brain. It's in my Twitch description, bear with. Twitchy, where are you? So many pages open now. Chrono, that was it. Chronos. If you're coming in from the Chrono Odyssey, then I greatly appreciate. Mongil Star Drive is the one we're going to review right now. It's an early playtest. We was offered the early playtest by Epic Games and the developers of the game, so thank you guys for that. We're going to be checking it out today, but I have no qualms or queries about saying anything good, bad, or ugly about the game. If the game is good, I will tell you. If the game is trash, I will bin it. And we will go through it together live. So thank you for joining me today. If you're watching on a rerun on YouTube, definitely leave a like and subscribe. Hit the comment section down below. Let me know what you think of the game. Does it look like your cup of tea? Are you going to be playing it? Have you already played it? And if you have, leave me some hints and tips. I do love myself a tip or two. That being said, let's jump into Mongil Star Drive. Okay, so what's it got going for it? So it's a Peggy 12. So you must be 12 years old to play this one. It's very much anime infused. It's along the lines of Genshin Impact. So it's a monster taming action RPG with heavy story, which looks really good. It's in closed beta right now. You can go sign up if you're quick enough. So it's Windows 11, 16 gig RAM, and a Ryzen 7 3700 to run this bad boy. So you're probably looking at a 2060 or above on the graphics. There is no price, and it doesn't say if it's free to play. It just says coming soon. So I can only recommend the game as a base game on a playtest. So we won't be scoring it today, but what we'll be looking at is the game flushed out? Does it have decent graphics? Does it sound good? Is it fun to play? And will it last the test of time? That all being said, let's jump in. There you go, boys. It's what it is. That's it. We like it's what it is. I like the tune. Happy chappy tune. So download's nearly done. Thank you for the follows today, guys. We got who haven't I shouted out? Pirate Rem, and we got Blindsy. And then the other day we got Moonshell as well. So thank you to you guys. Just shouting you out real quick. There we go. Okay, we're almost there. We've got a quarter bar left. Quarter bar, boys. Quarter bar. Now I'm going to try and get it on second screen. Hopefully it's really easy. Don't want to be messing around. Oh, H2O. So today I'm on the water. The mineral Wasser if you're German. I think that's how you say it in German. I'm dehydrated as hell lately. I've got lights on me. It's very hot in the UK. I'm trying to do my best to keep bringing these videos thick and fast. Oh, I am finishing off the... Oh, what was that game we played? Blitzball. I am finishing off the Blitzball video. And then I've got Dune. We've got the 2 Dunes we did. The beta, early release beta, and also the full release. So both those Dune videos are coming. And then you've got this Odyssey one coming out. Like in between those two, a bunch of stuff. Pretty much all MMO, but I've got 2 for the drunk as well. So both channels will be buzzing over the next 2 weeks. And luckily, it's not the last week of lives either. You've got a week next week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Make sure you join us. I'm probably going to do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday because I want to condense it down and, you know, get it done early. Right, so I need to sign in. But it's already got my password, so it should just log in now. If all is well. There you go. So the way you sign up for this game is once you get it on Epic Games, you literally will just make an account with NetEase, who are a great company. They've got a bunch of good titles under their belt. And then you just log in with your email, hit go. You don't have to put password in or anything, and away you go. Which is a really cool way of doing it. Now I won't spoil the... Whoa, no, I don't want to quit. Wow, she's just kamikazed herself. Harry Carey. He's Harry carried. Why? Threads of fate must be deployed to stitch together my wounds of the world. She's got a lot of talent, I give her that. Whoa! Okay, with a lot of these anime-infused games, again, it's just going to be off the wall, madness. Most of it I won't understand. But goddamn, this game looks crisp. It's looking crisp. You know what? I'm not even hating the fact there's no English acting. I just want to skip so I can actually get to my settings. Here we go. Right, okay, good. So holding Alt brings up the menu, which is good. Very much like an MMO. Now, once we're in the options, let's take a look at what we got. So we've got very high or custom. So let's go with custom. And we'll keep VSync on, and we'll keep 60 frames as well, because a game like this will run way above that. But for recording purposes, not really necessary. So you're not going to get any smoother picture by me running that at 120. So now we want full screen, and we want 1080. So if we can get it to full screen, borderless, there we go, perfect. So now that's done. We've got post-processing, we know to suck. What else we got? Shadows, it's cartoon. Render and LOD, that's fine, we can leave that up. Probably high will do us. Shading's fine. Reflections, you ain't going to get many reflections in this game. Anti-alias can be high-ish. Let's see how that looks. TAA, okay, sweet. There you go, DLA's on, so we need to turn that shit off because we don't like it. Hardware ray tracing can suck it, and also everything else can suck it too. There you go, BGM down, keep the voice up. Japanese voice is nice. Sound effects just underneath that. Language, so we've got English text, Japanese voice. Now it is set to release English voices upon release, so bear with that, and the dubbing might be cool or it might suck, but I'm going to judge this on the Japanese voiceover, which sounds very good if I'm honest. Okay, good. So I've done all the settings. I'm happy with that. Do we have controller support out the gate? This is going to be a win or a loss for me. Hell yeah. There we go. So it does look very pretty. I mean, this is a good looking game right here. Can I wake her up? No. Okay. So what we got going on? So we've got X. We've got bow. Y. Power bow. And we've got dash move. Feeling really good right now. Let's check out character design. Likeable dude. He is a likeable dude right now. So it says go deeper into the forest and navigate. Navigation info is on left stick. So you just hit left stick and it auto centers the thing and points you to the... So good, right? You cannot get lost. Okay, got himself a mushroom. Now if you want this game turned up, because obviously we adjusted it for Odyssey, so... Let me turn it up for you. There you go, should be fun. Good stuff. Okay, this is going to be awesome. I'm going to do an hour of this easy. Let's go. We've got dash. Oh, dash and then hold it for a sprint. I don't know, you know, I can read the subtitles, but in my head, some of the stuff people say, it, just because it's a different language, sounded really funny. He was like, oh, he's so big. That's what it sounded like. I don't know if it dubbed that way. Okay, I'm going to steal up these. See how we're crouched now? We're doing like, it's teaching us to do like... Oh, hello. Yes, this is the one. This is going to be a case of the underdog beating the popular game, right? I would rather play this all day long. This is going to have me in stitches. Oh no, he's probably chasing monsters. That's a very cool assumption.
指輪でもつけちゃおうかな。
Okay, running. So we've got a guide for running. We've got 500 gold for reading that guide, which was good. So it actually rewards you for taking part in a tutorial. Big PP, that's it. Games. I don't know what that means, bub. You just said games. You want games? You play games? You are games?
クラウドの足跡。
Let's go. Okay, so we don't want... Oh, they've woke up, look. How cute are they, though? Yes! I don't even want to hit them. Not yet. Whoa, we're on fire. We're on fire.
先に襲ってくるチョッピーなんて初めて見た。
Yeah, she don't mess about, boys. Do you know what I love as well? Both these playtests are on European time release. So the times they put up fitted the European times. So, you know, like America and Britain, you know, our time zones are way different to Japanese and the rest of Asia. When you release your game, try and fit that time because it works so well for us Westerners to take a look at your game. And we're predominantly, especially in America, the biggest customer base for your game. If you're an Asian game developer, you want to break America. So release your playtests at that time. Do you know what I mean? Not on your time, because it really stitches up content creators.
クラウド？
あれ見て。
Yes. Do you know what? The game don't take itself serious, and I love that.
あなたはほっといていいの？
俺も助けて。
なんかいい匂いがするなって思ったら。
I love the way she just pulls the sword out.
どうしてこうなったの？
Why has he got to be the dopey one? I suppose we've seen enough female protagonists be dopey. Why they put me in the game? Why they being rude?
俺の方が一つ年下だぞ。
Your bacon brother.
食料が逃げると腹が減る。腹が減ると腹立つ。
Yes. Let's go. Boss battle out the gate. I just did. I dodged it. Sorry. This is not my first rodeo. Stop pausing my game action. Upon triggering a counter, the cooldown switching, press switch character. Switch, what switch? Switch. It would be better if you told me the button. Oh, left trigger. My bad. Okay, that's cool. So during a successful counter, you can bring in and tag team this guy. Yeah, here you go, you sit. Get absolutely destroyed, boys. You threw a cat at him. Now something, what is going on here? Stuff. There was a lot of stuff happening. We pinned him down. The cat's holding him down. This could be the greatest thing I've played this year. What is he throwing? Meatballs. He seems well chuffed with it too. Ooh. Tony. That's not good. I'm still happy. I'm very happy to see that games, certain games company around the world still have a sense of humour. You know, this is well fun, and they're playing with their own characters. They don't care if the character looks a bit dopey whilst they're doing it, just as long as it's funny and it has a purpose. Great writing, really good.
にゃんこ？
そう、にゃーにゃーって鳴くから、とりあえずにゃんこ。
名前もつけたの？別にいいけど置いていくわよ。この辺では珍しくないモンスターだし。
ああ、残念。
So he said, should we give it a name? And she said, I've already named it. And he went, yeah, but it doesn't look like that name. And then he looked at it and he went, So good. I'm well happy with this. They actually sent me a game worth playing. It's time for the bacon. That's it. Look at the size of that pig. Yeah, I mean, I buy it though. It's one of them mental worlds where just anything goes. And I think it's going to have like a, you know, I hate to refer to this, but like a Pokemon element. I feel like you're going to be able to collect these animals and have them sidekicks and friends. Ooh, good job.
着いた。今回も長かったな。
いつも言ってるでしょ。あなたがモンスターに夢中にならなかったら。
でもおかげでフォーククラウが見つかっただろ。
私が少しでも遅れたらフォーククラウの腹の中だったけどね。
そうだね。あのニャンコと一緒に仲良く腹の中に。
I'm not sure the Japanese to English translation is going to be completely relatable. I feel like some of it is definitely Japanese and translated just to make it fit. It doesn't feel, some of them words don't quite gel. But that being said, at least they're having a bloody good go at it. In this game, if this is just the intro and the rest of the game is dry bread, I'm happy with the intro. I'll just say that the game's great from the intro out.
もうメロメロじゃん。行こう。どうせ集会所には寄らないといけないんだし。
Okay, you could have just done that in the last screen. Go to the gathering hub, navigate info with left. Yeah, okay, we've got it. We can't really miss it. You've got a wind tunnel line, and then you've got a sprinkle icon, and then you've got a map, and you can also hit the right button on your controller, and it will also point you in the right direction. If I'm facing this way and I hit it, that. Oh, hang on, it's on a timer. Okay, I didn't know navigation was on. There you go. So if I go this way and then hit it, it's going to spin the camera to show me too. 4 different ways to find your objective. So now what I want to see from the game, for it to tick all the boxes, is some open worldness and some stuff to do that is not necessarily scripted. So rather than doing quests and side quests, I want to be able to just explore and investigate and, you know, maybe go F up some monsters, catch some monsters, do some cool stuff on the side of the actual game objectives. If it's got that, then the game has massive expectations from me to expand into something really good. Right, I'm going to skip all this because this is just base of operations. We've got a new character coming in.
あれ初めて見るモンスターだ。捨てちゃおうかな、それとも料理してみる？初めて見るモンスター。
You jealous? She said, should we have her for dinner? I'm guessing they're brother and sister. I think that's what's happening there. Why does everyone think that's a monster? It's like the cutest thing. I'm thinking Gizmo. I'm thinking that's Gizmo, and the boy main guy in Gremlins doesn't want to give Gizmo up ever, does he? He loves Gizmo to bits. Yeah, that's a bit too much. Bros, what are you doing? Bestiality up in here, boys. Monsterality. Wait, that thing just had a little while out of nowhere then. Okay, we've got an assessment coming in. It's not a dangerous monster. No shiz. Cloud, he called it Cloud. This one here, it needs a name. We've got to name it. Oh, we get to name it ourselves. Okay, you guys want to shout out a name? Or, I mean, Nyana or Nyanas sounds awful. That's not the best name we could have come up with. Can't seem to click it from here. How do we... Bro. I was trying to get into there to rename it. So you can rename it, but we're not going to, because hit and Y was so much more simpler than typing it in right now. Okay, let's move on. So, ooh, the story moves on quicker than I do. That was a bit of a devious look.
みんな集まってどうしたんだ。
新種のモンスターだそうよ。
こいつは誰にも手なずけられなかったチョッピー。本部のモンスター博士も諦めた。噛まれたの、たくさん。さあ、制圧して。
Oh, why is that thing now with me? Oh! Rudeness! You're gonna headbutt me, is it? I'll bust you up. Why is everyone watching me bust this cute little mushroom up? I feel bad for it. Ghost mushroom. Now you capture its ghost. That's a novel idea. I like that. What Pokemon is this? So the cat is essentially a Pokeball. Oh, he's going to do a dump then. He's going to do a dump. Ooh!
違う、食べてない。これはモンプラン。それも最上クラス。
Yes!
このモンスターは完璧に手がけた状態ということ。
It shat a
どう
squish
頑張
him.
っても10年はかかるはずなのに。お湯を注ぐと元通りになる。カップ麺なの？
It came out of his ass. All of a sudden it's fully grown. Bro, you smell that shit. I do Matrix. Fuck off.
にゃんこ、特殊能力持ってる。どうも？あの子の胃袋は別の次元とつながってるみたい。
This is great. The story to this is off the fucking wall. This is one of the best things I've played in a long time.
対象モンスターが疲労状態の時だけど、これは元にモンスターリンクの効果を。ようやくして。飲み込んで出すと、じゃじゃーん。
Bad stuff, and then you feed it bad stuff, and then good stuff comes out. That's what she just said. Okay, good. Wow, I love the visuals in this game, boy.
よし、もっともっとモンプランを集めるぞ。
Equipped. Okay, that's new. Gonna show me too much shit at once. So you even update your own codex. This game has got so much potential for me. And it's got 10 levels per... So keep capturing the monster, unlock its observation log, and gain the Nylar's XP. So the cat levels up, the more of those I find, and the fact I've already got one, 10 of them, or 10 levels, then give me the claimed XP for the cat. And I'm calling it a cat, because let's be fair, it's a cat. And then you've got a bunch of guides, so you can't get stuck. You've got knowledge. I'd much rather knowledge than the message. Do you know what I mean? This game's dealing with no message right now. Which is why I love Asian developers, because it's untouched. The stupid Westerners in the Western world, the stupid ideologies that's happened to the Western way of life, it hasn't affected Asians. Asia couldn't give a monkeys about your cause. Over here, I mean, it's being force-fed and spoon-fed to everyone, and avoiding it is such a breath of fresh air. And playing Asian games is the way forward. There we go. 25,000 gold right there. Claim all. 100,000 gold. Come on, son, keep it going. Gold for days. Oh, okay, goods. Right, okay, sweet. So what are we doing now? Talk to, is that Lena? Where would Lena be? Here we go. Do you know what? I've done very little gameplay so far, but I've had 6 times the amount of fun I had with Odyssey. And the reason being is that it's well written, it's well put together, it's funny as fuck. There's no real annoyances with the gameplay, there's no broken mechanics. Everything looks polished and just flushed out. This is great. I don't know what is great about it because there's so much to talk about. But overall, the experience and first impressions of this game are exactly what I look for. Exactly what I look for. They didn't even Japanese voiceover her. Everyone's go quiet. No, put the voice acting back in. Holy shit, maybe not then. Squeaky girl's gonna be shouting at me the whole time. And you know, like, female talents aside, that is not what is selling this game to me. It's the familiarness of the awesomeness that this game's packaged in. It feels like, even that transition was sick. It feels like Genshin. It also feels slightly like a mobile game, but then like throw in, oh, there's so many now. I think I'm thinking of like, and throw in like the mechanics of like the classic Pokemon Black and White, right? So you've got that sort of mechanic, but it's hidden. It's hidden in there with this cat system. This is a really cool idea to know what you're carrying at all times, and also a good way to incentivize you to collect more animals. Do you actually like attach them to your belt, and they're called monsterlings, right? So like mushy monsters, I guess. And you attach them to your belt as keychains, and then you've got your main cat, which I assume can be changed later on, maybe, for different animals, and they're like your Pokeball. And then you've got your equipment, which is your basic armor and your attack weapons. But everything's familiar, but it's changed up enough to be interesting. And the fact that the visuals are so flushed out, there's no DLSS nonsense, there's no crust. Go in the settings, flush it out for your taste, and away you go. We're getting 120 frames solid with no issues whatsoever. It's going to have a bunch of cuteness like this, just randomly happening. What are they doing? Nobody knows. Why are they doing it? No reason whatsoever. It doesn't need to be there, but it is. Let's head to the waypoint and see what the next objective is. Okay, we've got teleportation device. Where does it want me to go? Press A to proceed. Just keep pressing A. Okay, there, and then there. Ah, so I see. So we do that and then hit go. And then we're back home again. Now I get a certificate for doing teleportations. Claim my reward. They just wanted me to go out and come back in. If this is as hard as my tests get, you know, I can see why a lot of these new gens have no brains. Nah. Nah, you joking, ain't ya? Nah, for real? Nah. Can't wait to play this. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty awesome. I mean, it sent the game code over, so we've got access to the full game. And I think we've got it for a while. I don't think it's going to close off. But it is a playtest. But like the code itself is for the full game. So at unlock, we are definitely playing this. It could even be free to play. They've sent me no information. They sent me no PR gubbins. What the hell is happening here? He's playing maracas for the kids. Watch him, kids. You look a bit special to me. You look a bit shifty. What's going on in this one? A mushroom won't get down. I love the fact that the picture is a classic artwork picture with a mushroom in it. Brilliant. They were smoking some crack when they did this game, boy. This is off the chain. There's some mentalness happening. This is in the first 10 minutes of the game too. Konnichiwa. Okay, so we've done that. Now what? Just leave. And transition. Sweet. Oh. Okay, 70 in this direction. That sprint has a lock to it. You've got to have to be careful with that. Hey, you! What is that all about? The basics of being an adventurer. Ah, he's given us a book. Basic experience. 10 books owned. Dungeon. Difficulty 1. Can't access right now. Defeat monsters. So it's almost like a side quest. You know, like sometimes you have like a poster board in the town and you go to that and they'll have like jobs allocated to the poster board. It seems like it's like that. This guy and other guys can give you books that have like side quests in them and you can go off and do those as a distraction to your main missions, you know. Okay, level him up. Auto select. We've only got the 2 books anyway. Level 4, sweet as a nut. He's well happy with that, isn't he? I think it's a bit dodgy that they called him Cloud. I mean, obviously the main protagonist is Cloud of Final Fantasy, Square Enix. We work closely with them. I think it's a bit dodgy that you can't rename your own characters. I think you should be able to rename all of your characters and rename the side characters too. Auto select. Boom. So it seems like they all get their own book. We've not even used her yet. We level her up already. What? Okay, let's go. I like this little side menu. It just works, you know. Everything in here is very self-explanatory. Just does its own thing. There's a bunch of claimable achievements as well as you play. 75,000 now. What else we got? Knowledge. What's that about? Oh, this thing. Backstory, geography, miscellaneous. That's new. I think you have to claim these. Yeah. So pressing Y on those. Okay, they're just more upgrades. Happy days. Just more things to, again, kind of going down that route of a mobile game. I feel like claiming too much stuff can get a little bit tedious. Like, even though it's gains for you, just give me it. Just instead of me doing this, just give me all of this stuff as I unlock it. I don't want you to keep making me go into sub menu after sub menu to collect coins. That's boring, bro. Okay, can I play the game now? Sweet. Look at all this gold we got. This is a mental amount of gold there for doing very little. Let's roll. Okay, we're leaving the forest. What's this now? A new content. Some adventurer diary now. Small. One small step. Reach level 10 with any 2 characters. Go. Five. I mean, that's again, another menu we don't need. Just do it in the background, you know. Oh yeah, poison dudes. Let's go. So a successful dodge, and we can switch character at any time too. To be fair, these ain't that difficult, are they?
ベルナ、あれ、
何かの種？
The seed.
こんなものを
拾っておく？
ダメだよ。触るのも危ないかもしれない。
Oh.
飲み込んだ？
ああ、ペッてして、ペッ。え、大丈夫なのか？保管してるだけだって？
一体どうしてわかる
You
わ
have
け？
a shit now. What? Where's it gone? Okay, apparently that one's stuck here. That's like codeine. If you eat the seed, that's like codeine. It blocks you up, you know, binds you up. You can't go for a macaroon for like 4 days. But big damage, big dodge move, big combo. Yes, okay, the combat is sick, boys. So during your combo, if you're making connections, you need to just hit left trigger at the end of every run. So if you do a 3-hit combo, hit the left trigger at the end of it, and then boom, you'll do that triple hit. You get it right 3 times in a row, and I guess your damage goes up as well as your combo, you know. There's a jump point. Wire. Okay, that's new. Happy days. There's some sort of cat thing here. Whoa. I've already beat him. Already beat him, love. Calm your passion. What's in the box? Okay, sweet. That's how you open a box. You see on Odyssey how we, yeah, you see how like they took ages to open a box and then we ended up getting hit in the back. That's not fun. That wasn't cricket. You know, this is how you do it. Nice and quick, easy. Enshrouded has a very similar pickup system. Just if anything's on the floor, just hit A and you'll pick it up.
ベルナ、あそこ。
人？
あの人の前にいるの、チョッピーじゃないか。しまった。
あれは
Oh, he's
さ
dropped
っきの
another
誰？
seed.
クラウド、あいつ捕まえて。
わかった。
Get him, race team. What's this all about? You witness a suspicious man feeding a cappy an ominous seed. Catch him and find out what he's up to. Let's go. Side quest mission. Wow, it is actually a side quest mission. Avoid the bombs, collect the blue things for speed. Look at me, speed of lightning. Come on, son, faster. Yes. Not beat me, boys. I'm gingerbread man. Nothing but blues, nothing but hits.
お、チョッピーママが。
わざとここまでおびき寄せたの？まずいわ
That's a
ね。
big
あ
one.
の子も目
That
が
is a
完全
big
にいっ
one.
ちゃってる。
That is capped to the max. Go, baby, I've got this. Sound effects are so good.
受けてみなさい。
Ooh, that hurt.
任せてくれ。
Keep my distance game strong, boys.
ぼやぼやするなよ。
Hammer time. See it?
行くわよ。
Go for big damage. He's singing. He's not even bothered. I'm going to switch it out. This is some fun combat. Cappy down. El Capitan. There we go. My adventurer is now level 2. And this guy is proper sleepy.
この子喉が詰まってるみたい。
しっかり押さえてて。
何をするの？
You're going to put his hand in his mouth. Although she's got sparking, boys. Like the Heimlich maneuver to the chin.
お、種が出てきた。
あ、気絶しちゃった。
あ、
はあ、仕方ない。
Investigate, go to the gathering, go to the Mongil, something gathering, I don't know what they're talking. Some new place. Back home for an upgrade, I think.
こんにちは、冒険者様。
チョッピーを調べてる途中。
この種がギルド分析もどかしい。
Okay, let me back out in the world. Oh, hang on, we've got a new person coming in. I think that deserves a drink, boys.
任務完了した。
そっちじゃないんだけど。
少し勘違いしただけだ。チョッピーからこのような不浄なものが出た。乱暴になったチョッピーからは例外なくこの種が見つかった。
Mine's bigger than yours.
これ、俺たちが持ってきたのと一緒じゃないか。
ええ、もう少し証拠が集まったら分析チームを呼びます。
今すぐ分析しなければならない。もっと大ごとになる前に。
He's a boss bitch,
今
this
伝え
one.
た話はすべて。しかし、私たちにも手
She
続
ain't
きとい
having
う
it
もの
though.
が。
She's the one who gives out the results.
私の名誉にはそこまでの価値はない。そう言いたいのか。
待って、少し落ち着こうよ。
They're about to have a bish fight.
こう
Come
や
on,
って騒
son.
ぐのも名誉を傷つける行
Dude
為だと
standing in
思
the
うけ
middle.
ど。
これなら報告するには十分じゃないですか。
あ、はい。緊急案件として支部長に報告します。
He's not happy.
本当に冒険者なのか？あの服装や言動、まるで騎士だな。
そうね。
He said the way she walks and talks is more like a knight.
こ
Gonna
んに
make
ち
his
は。
missus jealous. Or sister. I don't even know if that's his missus or not. You know how women be. 5,000, that went too bad. Would have been more of a reward for that though. I went all the way out there. Must have a big ass mushroom. He's always asleep, this girl. That's it. She's just sleeping. Okay, where to now? Go to the Monster Gillers. Monster Gillers? Is that Gathering Hub? What if I was a Monster Giller? Where would that be? Go. In here somewhere.
いやー、見直したぜ、クラウド。
okay.
すげえ度胸じゃねえか。あの有名なシガなんだ。まだな。あの顔
私とベルなんでそうに。
Okay. Weaking at me.
クラウド、羨ましい。あのオフィリア様と言葉を交わすなんて。い
What
く
a
ら声を
cave.
かけ
This
て
is
も
that.
俺には
That
一度も
thing's
返事して
cute.
くれなかったの
But
に。
it's brown. He's jealous.
何せ足
マジュフケを
さすがベルナは賢いな。
クラウド、早く追いかけよう。
I don't think there's a normal person in this game. I think they're all mental.
さっき
まだよ。
ああ、
私が。
This girl, I mean, her talents are bigger than her head. She is way more talented than they give her credit for.
深い意味はないわ。ただ、私も
I
騎
won't
士を
try and
夢見てい
imply
たことがある
anything.
んだ
So
よ
once
ね。
dreamt becoming a knight myself.
だから、
そうか。私はただの
So
そうで
she's
はない。
jealous.
それで。
もしかして。
いや、種に関し
そうか。頑固だな。
Right, and then she sodded off. So
Bah,
go
yeah.
to the
俺
Ventus
たちだけで
Forest.
行こう。
I don't know if I like that or not. Every time I have somewhere to go, it doesn't sort of want me to go there. It just takes me there, which is good because it's quick. But like, I feel like it takes some of the exploration out of the game because it's just literally warping me everywhere I need to go. So then you just explore the map as such. So it's like little mini boards. So it's definitely not open world. It's definitely very linear with like these set boards you have to complete. And like I say, I'm not sure if it's good or bad. I can't really work it out. So if we break these, we can actually, this is basically mining, so it says. There we go. Grab those. We've got some iron ore. So we're going to have some sort of crafting element, because crafting seems to ease its way into every game nowadays. That is mental. So I think by getting a successful triple, then you get that big circle come up on the floor. Hang on, what was the point of beating them if I have to go the other way? I like to explore the path. So there is something down there, and there's also a red area. What's that red all about? Around this corner. Like an ambush. Oh, hello, we've got special moves. Yeah, special moves. There weren't much of a red area there. Oh, it's a chest. Okay, that was worth it. Bunch of stuff, boys. And a basic gift box too. We'll undo that one once we've got this mission complete. So again, the exploration's worth it, but in the small board that they give you. Which I like. I like the fact I'm going to be able to fire this up on the Legion Go and just play handheld in bed. Something pleasant, funny, entertaining, non-offensive, non-messagey, just a fun sort of random ass game that has, do you know what I mean? It has fun characters, fun environments, it's bright, it's colourful, it's got its head screwed on. There's nothing to dislike about this game so far. But for now, as a early playtester, I have had an absolute blast with this one.
おいオフィリアまた会ったな。
どうしてここに？私についてきたの？
ついてきてないけど、あなた北へ向かうって言って。
少し寄り道をしていただけだ。それじゃこれで。
行っちゃったぞ。あっちは何もないみたいだな。
I need to get an air conditioning unit. That's what I need.
デジャブか
？Deja vu. Deja vu. I hope I pronounced that right. Sometime later. She run off and done something, did she?
よく会うな。
そうだな。不思議なことだ。
不思議よね。
オフィリア、方向音痴なのか？
違う。そんなわけなかろう。
He said we keep running into you, and she said, oh, it's just a coincidence. And then his sister or his girlfriend, I'm not sure which one, said, yeah, it seems to be happening a lot. And he went, or she's just bad at directions. There's actual jokes in this that actually pay off. Don't know if I have to talk to her or not anymore.
ひどい言いようだな。少し道に迷ったが。
ところで、なんで北に行こう。そうか。
I wonder if those multiple choice answers have any impact on how she feels about us and how we feel about her. Because it seems like there's a whole conversation playing out based on the second answer I chose. If I chose the first answer, would I got a different outcome and would it make any difference? If it's got multiple choice answers that make a difference to how that character reacts to you, that would be so good. I don't think it has, but because I can't understand a lot of what they're saying, I'm having to read really quick and host. But if it does, you know, that could be cool. So like sometimes you might get rewarded for your answer, you know, get an extra item or some gold. And other times the character might not like you anymore. So every time you talk to them, they're really off with you. They're really like, you know, moody. That would be nice to have that sort of Baldur's Gate influence in such a small way implemented into a game like this.
Sura-kun?
Here we go, boys. Okay, we've got a load of slimes. Big damage, there comes a circle, and then boom. Only when you get the successful free combo do you get that. This is very story heavy, and yet I am not annoyed. I usually find stories very much breaking up my enjoyment of playing the game. I'm very much a game player than I am a game listener and watcher. But this game, I like the story and I like the characters, so the more I see of them, the better time I'm having. The two main protagonists, their voices are great. Okay, let's go. Raspberry bush. Plenty of raspberries. Again, I haven't taken much damage in the game. I haven't had to explore the health or look at any, you know, armor options or anything yet. It's just really been just a fun, enjoyable story so far. There we go, keep them away from me. Third one in. Big damage. And done. King Slime? I can't imagine that being much to worry about. He's getting well stressy. Right. Even in this, right, you're still posing the guy, yeah, the testosterone driven guy, as the pillar of the piece. But it's not that dislikable in this because he's so young. Because he's young, he could be a pillar. He could grow up to be a very good warrior later on. But at the moment, he's just a pillar of the piece. And I quite like it like that, you know. These girls seem to have a bit more of a clue. They're a little bit more serious, a little bit more to the point. Whereas he's like this, you know, playful idiot. And I don't really dislike that. I think he's coming across quite likeable. And again, the voice acting is helping a bunch in this. That was cool. Nice little slide move there. Rate it. No need for it, but it's there. Oh, there's little... nothing there. Okay, the device has been activated. You see, he's completely convinced. Perhaps it would be better if I didn't. Okay, we're following the slime at full speed. Let's go. Oh yeah, oh yeah. They want some, boys. Burn, baby, burn. We set fire to water slimes. Oh, that's a ghost? We'll have that. Nice. And that looks like boss slime over there. Ooh, what are these? These are new. Do I have to hit them? Moonstones. Okay, so if you drop off the ledges, sometimes you can find little crevices that have moonstones in them. We've got a special up on a couple of these characters now. We'll save that for the boss, I think. The corruption is worse than before. Okay, so we've got some contaminated water. You know what? The pacing in this game is really good. It's like, do a little something, have a story. Do a little something, have a story. And it teaches you as you go about the world, the lore, what's happening. and it just really, like, I just really vibe with it. It's a really cool environment. It's one of the most sharpest and best looking anime games in a long time, next to Genshin. But Genshin comes with a lot more things to do, as in controls. This game's very much simplified, laid out to tell you a fun and interactive story, and I think I prefer it. Whoa, here we go, big move. Yes. And now we build up and then we'll switch. Go for the Ice Princess, switch it out. Go for the Flame, Lady of the Flame. Into my man. Big damage. Oh, core life bar, boys, and we've got distance game happening. Very rarely going to get touched here. Keeping off the little slimes off us. Close range, we're in. Dodge move it out. You can just hold X. That's mental. There it is. He's in. That was serious. There's so much happening. Okay, where's he going? Gonna stitch us up with minions. That hammer looks pretty powerful. Need to bring that out more. Here we go. I don't know why, but I got Thundercat vibes from that one. Kind of lifted a sword up and then just... Hey! We done him. I wouldn't say challenging, but I would say that it was enjoyable enough, again, to queue up the next bit of story and make us a hero. Ooh. I don't want to know how we got in that body. Ooh. Okay, that thing's obviously clued up more than her. He's tickling it. Bros. Can this game get any more stupid and cute at the same time? Bruh. Okay, we've got a massive chest. And I ain't talking about the bird, the warrior bird. Okay, challenge successful. We got 100 gold, we got some more XP knowledge, and we got what looks to be a kitty litter or catnip. Yeah, it's going to be catnip bag, isn't it? Okay, sweet. And the King Slime's just chilling. I mean, he's not bothered about us, we're not bothered about him. It's like nothing happened. Now, what I will say is if I switch character, I have taken damage. And there must be a way to rectify that. So let's go in and see what we can do about that. So go to your inventory and look for something that's going to give us health. Look at all this stuff I've collected. I have no idea what any of this does yet. So this is that gift box we were talking about. Let's have a look inside. I've got a jam jar. Strawberry jam jar. Can we open more than one at a time? armor. They're all level 1. I can't see any health here. I don't know if there's a healer on our team or how that's going to work. We've got save. So well done. So well done.
何でもやってみるしかないわね。
どうだ出発の準備はできたのか
So auto select and then level up. Level 10, that was one of our achievements to get him to, or anyone to level 10.
どうだ
腕力が必要ならいつでも呼んでくれ。いい気分だ。
They're all going to be level 10 at this rate.
何でもやってみるしかないわね。強くなったよ。何でもやってこれならいいんじゃない？
Ah, so we can all have one of these. So equipped, and then we can enhance it. The first enhance looks free. I don't think we have anything to enhance it with at the moment. Ah, there we go. So that'll bring her one to level 15. And it evolves. That's cool. Again, something that doesn't need to be in here, but just is. And it just gives it a little bit more padding, a little bit more like life. So my guy's got level 1. Let's try and enhance his real quick. I think I used all the resources on hers, so that's a gut Aaron. Profile, what's that about? Oh, it's actually just about him. Equipment. Equip recommended. And I'll do that for everyone. Oh, that makes life easy too. Just equipped it and away you go. Yeah, stays on as well. What's this about? You can enhance your special moves as well. What? You don't have enough materials? Oh my god. So you can enhance your armor, you can enhance your, let's say, Pokeballs, or Monsterlings, as they pronounce, Monsterlings, and you can enhance your actual character. That's 3 sets without the weapons and the specials that can also be enhanced. That's 5 sets of things you can do. That's crazy. So you can have up to 4 sets of teams, so far 3. Manage the team, here we go. Yeah, so 3 sets and then you can add a team as well. How do I add someone in? I seem to be missing a character here. Just leave it as is. Okay, that was a lot of stuff to take in there, and there was a lot to process. Talk to the Slime King, let's do that. Because I feel like we're in like a dungeon setting. We're on like one board where we need to, you know, progress. What's this one here? Slimelet. Right. Oh, she's back. I think she's now going to leave us, isn't it? Yeah, so she's now left us. We're adventurer level 2. We're going and what do to do? What's wrong? Whatever he's moaning about. So go to is that Brazili? Brazil. Go to Brazil. I think that's how it's pronounced. Ooh, there's a bunch of dudes in there. And there's also the warp, which will take us straight to where we want to go. But I think for now, we can wrap it up. I think if I just... How easy is it to get back to the menu now? Where would the menu be? Adventure, characters, adventure, map, press Y. Ah, hang on a minute. Let me just... So if I hit this... I can change my name from guest. So that's quite important because I said earlier about renaming your character. So that's my now character. That's my gamer tag there if you're interested. And then you've got your date of birth, which I'm just going to put down as, let's say the 31st of the 1st. It's close enough to my birthday. You can have a bio. So I'm going to do Twitch/YouTube. Just to prove that you can do this stuff very simple. Oh, well, if you could spell and weren't illiterate. Streamer. There you go. So we'll do, hang on, CC. Let's put CC as in content creator. Let's go with apply. So there's the bio. Then you've got companions. So your favorite companions can go up in there. Look. Profile. There you go. They're fitted in. And then you've got album, which I'm not sure is available at the moment. But I'm assuming album is like your favorite pets maybe. You've also got your profile picture, can be any one of these three at the moment. You've also got frames that will come at a later date. So yeah, that's your profile right there. And then in this profile, you'll probably be able to find your overall stats for everything you've achieved. I just want to leave now. How does the game... Oh, okay, exit game. So just double click escape and it'll take you straight back to the menu. That's really swish. And then it's going to take me to the net marble, which I don't want to do. There you go. Right, what do we think of Mongil now? We're back in the menu. Oh my days, what a game. What a game. Overall, just for the fun factor, hands down, funnest game I played today and funnest game I've probably played all week. Super fun, doesn't take itself too serious, has a really good sense of humour. The characters are likeable. I would advise keeping the Japanese voiceovers on, even though they're working on the English. I can't imagine the English being half as funny and comedically timed right compared to the Japanese. So just keep the Japanese voiceovers on and enjoy the actual text, if you can read, that is. Now this game is aimed at 12 and up, of course, and I would say there's a lot here for everyone. Girl gamers, guy gamers, you know, youngsters, old uns. I think it's got you covered. If you just like something like not Monster Hunter, what's that one with the slime guys in it, I can't remember off the top of it. Dragon Quest. So if you like Dragon Quest or you like Genshin Impact, you know, it's like those two games had a baby and produced this with a really good writer on the back end. It's fun as hell. It's one of my favorite games, like I say, at the moment. Best playtest hands down this year. Definitely go check it out. It's on Epic right now. Wishlist it. Wait for it to come out. Check it out. Hopefully it comes out at a reasonable price. I have no idea if it's going to be free to play or pay to play. But I would say either way, it's definitely worth checking out. Hang on, this music seems to get louder as I talk. Right. Now I can rate it, but I'm not going to. I'm going to wait for the full release. But if I was going to rate it, it would be a good score. It would be a high score because at least a 4 out of 5, if not 4.5. We will see because I want to play more of this game. Today, we've probably done about an hour and a half of the gameplay. Very much only scraped the surface. But if the game was going to annoy me or have any glitches or bugs or be like super obnoxious, it would have done it already, but it hasn't. Everything about it is just a win for me. And my scoring system, it's just obliterated it. The graphics, the sound, the voiceovers, the longevity. I would come back and play this. The fact that it's just fun to play. By God, is it fun to play. So if you like these sorts of games like myself and you are sort of a anime enthusiast, you will have a blast with this one. And definitely if you have a handheld or even a lower end system, you know, if you've got yourself a laptop that has gaming capabilities, you're going to be able to run this with a controller, no problem. I had no problems with the game whatsoever today. Not a single sausage went wrong. The controller worked great. The visuals were awesome. The gameplay was banging. The voice acting is to die for. The writer has his shit together. It's just such an enjoyable experience. So overall, the playtest has been a win. So thank you to the guys of Epic. Thank you to the guys over on Mongil. And I'm going to be checking out your game for a part 2 very soon. So thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate your viewership. If you do like the video, hit the like. you did have a good time, leave me a comment. Tell me what you thought of the game, how it sort of how it was translated to you via my playthrough. Did you enjoy the playthrough? Anything and everything is welcome in the Chizal. So I'll get back to you guys as soon as possible. Till the next one, peace out, look after yourselves, look after your ma, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. There you go, boys and girls. We are out. Hot as balls today. Damn, I was almost naked. I almost got naked this time. I thought I'd just go and like bare naked. Boobies out, boobies out. It was awesome. You like this one? I felt hyped about it, so I wanted to convey the hypeness because I really enjoyed it. But yeah, I'm going to be back on Monday. So if you're around Monday, swing by. We've got a new schedule going up on Sunday on Discord. If you're a member of Discord, then you can check it out. And again, the join button is active for YouTube members. You will get a free game every month, and you can see the type of games I'll get my hands on. So there is no qualms. If I get an extra game code here and now, I will give it to the allocated people randomly. So who knows what you're going to get? Maybe you'll get Command & Conquer from the 90s, or you could get access to Mongil early. So yeah, sign up on YouTube for the join button and get yourself some free games every month. It's only a £5 and you'll get that back in games anyway. Till next time, peace out, look after yourselves, stay safe out there guys, stay safe.